Hello. So today I'll be informing you on shoe technology and how it's advanced over the past years. So, shoe technology is a lot more important than you would think. So, basically, what you put into a lot of shoes is what it gives back. So, like, different shoes will compress a certain amount, and some will just be like a brick on your feet. And it has gotten a lot better for runners, basketball players, football players, any type of athlete over the years. So some of like the cushioning setups that we've had is like the start is like Phylon, and it's basically what a normal shoe would have, like a normal shoe you would see. This came out in the 90s. It was like a very stiff foam that's not used very often. So like it's just in your normal daily shoe. Cushlon is more like a croc where it's not very bouncy. It's a just a like a compression and it doesn't have much bounce back. You're not trying to play sports or run in these because they're not what you would want for those. So Air Max is just a big bubble that's made just with air in it. So it's just a massive bubble with air and it compresses a lot, but it's not good for anything. It's not comfortable. It's just mostly a shower and it's really cool to look at. It's aesthetically pleasing. Zoom is when we got into like the high tech era of shoes, and it's basically like a strings that go down, and when they pop up when you put weight into them. So it's like a trampoline effect, and when you're running and putting pressure on your forefoot, it will bounce you up and spring you in the air, and it will be a lot better on your legs, your knees, your feet, and it will be a lot more comfortable when you run or play sports. And they're in a lot of running shoes and basketball shoes now today. Next, we have Zoom X. This came out in 2022. This was one of the most high-tech cushions we've ever seen. It is a Pebax induced foam, and it's very high-tech and compresses the most we've ever seen. And it is very bouncy and explodes off the track, off the court, and it's a very nice shoe. This is the Alpha Flyback, and it's a $300 shoe. So a lot of these shoes with Zoom X is very pricey and will cost you a lot of money. Shanks. So Shanks are in most shoes that you have that are in the high-tech racing or basketball or football, and they're basically like a stabilizer, and it's responsive, and when you put it on your shoe, you usually don't feel the cushion like straight away. You feel like a hard area, and that's usually like the shank because it's like either fiberglass, wood, carbon fiber, which we'll get into, which is one of the more expensive layers of shanks, but they're a main part of sports, racing, or anything that you're gonna do athletic. So this is a carbon fiber shank. It shapes the way of your foot when you're running. It pushes off the ground. These are very expensive, and these are around $400 if in like really expensive shoes, and they snap back. So say you have like an insole, you would bend it and it would just like fall back down like a little floppy thing, but these you would push them in and they would snap and like fly to the ceiling because they put so much, the most power you put into it, it'll just give it back. And it's very good for long runs, and a lot of runners and athletes you'll see all the time will use these. So this is a new thing called in 2023. These are insoles that go into your, like, you see like these orthopedics that go into your shoe. These are just insoles that go into your shoe, and they're made of carbon fiber. And they have been proven to increase your vertical speed, and these inserts are around $200 just for the insert, not even the shoe. And they have been very popular in a lot of the NBA and stuff, and they're looking for a ban in a lot of sports industries because it's going to make you a better athlete. So like to wrap it up, a lot of this cushioning setups have changed, and it's helped a lot of runners and athletes, and from the start they were just super hard for you to run, and now they're giving what you put into the shoe. Thank you. Hope you learned about shoes and cushioning setups.
That's about 4.5.